Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, and I'm laughing because today's one of the days, it's fickle, you know, where it did its little countdown 3, 2, 1, and it did 3, 2, 1. I'm like, okay, are we getting there? So today we have a card. Good morning, Pat. Glad you're here. You're the first one popping on this morning. Good, good, good. We have a card from, again, the Soul Coaching deck. I love how Spirit sort of kicks up the same deck several days in a row. Good morning, Luann. Welcome, welcome. We are with our Soul Coaching deck from Denise Lynn, who, again, is this amazing soul. If you haven't been introduced to her, definitely check her out. And good morning to the other two of you who have popped on since I've been chatting here. So, Soul Coaching deck. And this card yesterday, good morning, Mel. I have no idea why you don't pop up, but when you send me a message, then I see that you are here. So, glad to have you here, and the other couple of people who are not popping up at all. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yesterday, when I was going through the deck, you know, just tapping the energy out from the previous use and shaking the cards up, this card that came up today showed up twice, and so I had wondered if it was going to appear yesterday, but it didn't, but it appeared today. So I'm quite excited about this card, and I laugh about this card anyway, because the first time I ever looked at this card, I'm going to hold it up quickly and you tell me what you see. I saw an angel holding a spinal cord. That's what I saw. She's actually holding a tablet or a list of information. So the card is wisdom. I wondered what a spinal cord had to do with wisdom. But anyway, there we are. She's holding a list of some sort. So wisdom is our word for today. So if you want to take some nice deep breaths and settle in, there's a ton of wisdom in this card today. And I think you're going to find that many of the comments mirror the things that have been coming up over and over and over. Are they trying to get our attention? I kind of think so. Are we paying attention? I certainly hope so. So one of the cards, I'm getting a little hit here that I'm supposed to share this card that's sitting on my deck. Well, I'll share that one too because that's a fun one. But, right, oh, there it is. In here somewhere. This was from back when. It was a vision card. And it said, pay attention. There are signs, symbols, and messages divinely placed in our path to guide us in the right direction. And I've had that sitting on my desk because I feel like with all the changes going on, I've kind of needed the extra guidance. And then I want to show you a pretty card that a friend of mine sent to me yesterday. And she was just kind of giving me a little extra boost, given the impending move and sale of the motel and all the changes, etc., etc. It's called Amazing You. So I have that sitting on my desk also. Pretty soon there's going to be no room for work on this desk. I'm not sure that's a bad thing. So here's our card for today. Another nice deep breath in and out. Card meaning, wisdom. The cup of wisdom is being presented to you. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that. The divine hand is handing you the cup of wisdom. Will you take it? Will you sip from it? Will you guzzle it down? What will you do with your cup of wisdom? Listen to the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. So it's mirroring the other card, the vision card, right? Watch for messages from your angels and guides. Enlightenment is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. Sit on the earth and allow her wisdom to fill you. Right now you might get a little bit of a wet butt, but that's okay. Maybe you can find a rock to sit on, or you can find a tree stump to sit on, but just being out in Mother Earth. By the way, I took the dog out yesterday and we're slogging through the snow and getting my feet wet and all that happy stuff, and came across my missing yak track. It had thawed enough that it actually showed up, so now I have a pair again. I knew I was going to find it. Your soul wants you to know your wisdom has not only come from your joyous, carefree times, it's also bloomed from your failures, deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. Yep, yep, yep. Cherish every experience, for all of it has deepened your wisdom. Even if it's just, well, I'm not going to do that again. deepened your compassion and your understanding. Also know that there's an innate wisdom within you, always. We come down the chute with wisdom. It's simply a matter of being still and turning within in order to access it. Sometimes you may be so focused on the future or what's outside of you that you forget that the wisdom is available to you now. I think we have been heavily led to believe that our answers lie outside of us, that we have to have a guru or a doctor or a book or a class or a whatever to get the wisdom. It's all in here. It's all in here. All of those things may reflect that inner wisdom. So if you go to a talk and the person is, let's say it's an hour talk and there's 3 things that you grab out of that talk, I will guarantee you those 3 things were within you. That person was merely the mirror reflecting those things back to you. That is one way to access that wisdom. An easier way is just sitting in stillness. Just being quiet with yourself. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for me today? The automatic writing that I was doing in the class that ended this week is another way to get information to come up. So basically what you do, the way she had us do it in this class, it was Victoria Laurie, who is a psychic medium. And she said that this was a method that she had found easier than just plain old automatic writing, like asking a question and posing an answer. What she had us do was pick a family member who had crossed over, so I picked my grandmother, and write them a letter with your questions in it. So, dear Gram, blah, 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 blah. Love, Bonnie. Then have them write you a letter back. Dear Bonnie, blah, 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 blah. Love, Gram. And it would, the information that came forth, again, it's not, for the most part, going to be earth-shattering. You know this stuff on some level, but it captures it in the written word, or it captures it if you're asking within and you hear it and maybe you repeat it out loud. It's capturing that wisdom in a way that you're more likely to hang on to it. All right? It solidifies it in a way, validates it in a way. But do still yourself. Do spend time in quiet. And again, I go back to that study that blows my mind, that well over half of people surveyed in that particular study voted to get an electric shock as opposed to spending an hour in silence with themselves. What the hell, people? That totally astonishes me. Totally astonishes me. Of course, I'm one of those people who wants to dig at stuff. I'm a depth person. So if you haven't met me yet and at some point we cross paths, I'm going to go very quickly from, hi, I'm Bonnie, and who are you, to dumping us levels deeper. Let's get to the important stuff. Let's get to the real stuff. Let's not waste a whole lot of time on the weather, all right? Interestingly, if we have a conversation and you find at some point that I switch to the weather, it may be that we're just not going where things are chiming or being productive or whatever. And I might decide, well, we might as well switch to the weather because we're not going to get there. It's not going to go to the levels that I'm hoping. I want to know someone's soul. I want to see right into your heart. I want to know who you really are. And if you're someone who has avoided figuring out who you really are, me wanting to know that may not be very comfortable. May not be very comfortable. And again, I channel the comment from my friend and tech person, China Haas, who said, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but not everybody likes tea. Acknowledging the fact that it isn't about us. It isn't about us if someone doesn't like us. It's about whatever that reflection is. They're not liking the reflection. No skin off my nose. No skin off my nose. I have to practice that because, again, I was raised to be someone, be the person everybody likes. That doesn't work so well in the long run. Then you miss out on a lot of important conversations. All right? So your wisdom. The affirmation is, all I truly need is within me. All I truly need is within me. So I would like you to take your phone and set 3 timers for whatever time is going to work for you. It might be when you're in the car. It might be when you're just done with work and walking out to your car. It might be when you're getting ready for bed this evening. It might be on your lunch hour, whatever works for you. 3 timers. And when they go off, I want you to stop. I want you to just settle and quiet and go within. I have to tell you, yesterday we were doing the meditation that we do at noon and at 7 p.m. for the Episcopal Diocese of Northern Michigan. And there were very few on yesterday. I think we had 3 of us at noon and maybe 6 of us at 7 p.m. But there's this beautiful little 2-3 minute thing. It takes the statement, be still and know that I am God, and then it keeps changing, be still and know, be still and be still, be, and the imagery keeps changing. But as soon as he turned that little video on, I went, and I thought to myself, yes, I've been it's trained up now that when that comes on, I relax. There's certain songs, there was a